Awesome. Got a lot of good stuff to go over, guys. Gary Keller went over some things, some changes, some positive changes, and we're going to get into that. Got our listing contest ending today, and that's going to be a great prize for somebody. So I'm excited about that as well. Okay. All right. Can somebody give me a thumbs up? Hear me okay? Anybody? Fantastic. Thanks, guys. All right. June 30th. We are officially through with half of the year. So time to really focus on getting engaged with your goals, and just reassessing them is kind of the big thing. We know that real estate will never be the same. That's what Gary Keller said yesterday. We're going to see some changes that are going to be temporary and some that are going to be forever. And that's okay, because we've adjusted really well, and we're with a company that focuses on change and changing the right way and having lots of great brain power behind that. One thing that doesn't change is the need to lead generate. I said it last week and Gary confirmed it yesterday. We probably have 90 days of a crazy market, but he's not doing any hardcore predictions. But we do know that we have probably about 90 days of a really good market with rates. It's probably going to be about 1.5 to 2 years before we actually, or longer, before we get back to the old normalcy. But we're still going to have permanent changes, and adapting to those is what's important. And we're going to continue to help get you through that. So let's get into this. I want to thank our agents for being on, and of course we want to support our guests out there as well. And we know that there's some out there, and thank you for being a part of our team meeting today. Do I have my Kelso group on? Let me see if Chris is able to hop on here. Chris, don't know if you're there, but you can ping in later. Okay, want to thank our platinum partners with North American Title and Alamo Title, Kathy Crittenden and Deanna Mellis with North American. Thank you. Want to thank Allegiance Title with Jeannie Kukler and Carla Schraub, and One Guard Home Warranty with Victor Koskia. Frontier Title, David Gallery at a Memorial location, and BRPS Title with E.L. Crane. On the culture side, guys, and this came from the culture committee, we've got to be more united than ever because it's, you know, as we move back into more of a quarantine mode, we've got to have our bonding still. And so if you could, please be a part of the meeting that's going to be on the 16th. Let me pull it up. So on the 16th of July at 11 o'clock, they would love for you to share your ideas on how to really insulate the bond within the Keller Williams Memorial Keller Williams KW culture. It's really important. And so we would love to have you be a part of helping out with that. And that's July 16th at 11 a.m. It'll be the culture committee meeting. Really important that we get your input. And it doesn't matter if you haven't sold a house or if you're a veteran 20 plus years here. We want your opinion because it matters to us, because you're a part of our family. We want to, of course, really focus on supporting our local companies. And if you would, we have people going to them, but they're not necessarily taking a pic and posting it. Please do that. Take a pic of your local vendors that you're going to. I know we say do it on Wednesday. It's great if you can go any time of the week and then post on Wednesday. But please help us with that. KW Memorial loves local. So our tribes got something fun coming up, and I just watched Kate take a bite, and she was just perfectly ready for this. Kate, I'm gonna try to unmute you here. And what's going on, Kate?
Well, we had our first games night last Friday, and it was good. We had a lot of fun. And then listening to some of the feedback, there's a bit of a call to have a bingo night. So I am totally up for that. I don't know how many of you are aware, but in the British culture, we have special calls for each number. So some of them are too British, they won't work, but a lot of them are universal. And
Hold on, give us an example of one that's too British. It's all adults.
Oh, Maggie, no, Maggie's Den, number 10. That's the 10 Downing Street is where the Prime Minister lives. So that's too obtuse to an American audience. And 1600 is too high a number for bingo, so I can't change it to anything about the White House. But I'm going to rework some of them and make some of them real estate related, and then some of them just fun. 22, two swans are swimming, legs 11. You know, if you think about the number 11, it looks like two little skinny legs. So, you know, some of them work just fine and some of them need a change. So Friday, the 10th of July, and the universal call for bingo is Eyes Down. So Eyes Down at 7 o'clock on July 10th for Keller Williams Bingo Night.
All right, very good. And so you got the Prince and his wife, great. Hey, June 30th today, Leah Mudd, happy birthday. And on the 2nd, Geraldine Vasick, Haya Boland, James McGonigal, Julie Sheridan, and Kemi Ademia, happy birthday. On the 4th, Julia Nichols. On the 5th, Brinson Robertson, Elena Thornton Lindsay, and Lauren Welcome. Oh man, what a great name. Transaction coordinators, remember, I got a lot of you that are very, very busy talking to me about getting assistance. Well, in the place of assistance, you've got Don Shelton and Melissa Ramirez here to do your transaction coordinating for you. For a relatively small fee, they do a lot of work. Please take down those numbers if you'd like to get, excuse me, some leverage. And then our agents on call, just dial 281-408-0214. You might want to save that in your phone for agent on call. There'll be 3 agents ready to help you. End of month closings. So a few things you should know. Remember, this isn't a, hey, I need to have my check today, let me go hand in my paperwork. There's a process in place. And it starts with making sure that all checks are received to the office by Wednesday the 1st. If you need something by that following day for June. So please be conscientious of that. There will be a 3-day delay with most requests, okay, due to transmittal. So right now, transmittal is going on. It's commencing today. They have only a few days to get all those numbers in to corporate. So now's not the time to be asking for emergencies. Our ladies upstairs work very, very hard. Are you close to capping? Well, contact our MCAs or contact us. We can go ahead and tell you where you're at and make sure that the checks are received to get in for closing. Now, what the tech? Gabby's got something special.
Hello.
Hey, you want me to stop sharing and?
Yes, please.
All right.
Okay. Okay, guys, I know this one, it's going to provoke a lot of questions from your end. So I am going to schedule a class probably.
That sounds so funny.
Probably in the next, in the next 10 days, I'll put a class on this because it's new. It was released last week, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for this. So now you can actually create email campaigns in Command, and those are going to be sent through Command email. So no longer MailChimp. It's Commands itself that it's going to send it out, and you have 5,000 emails a month for free. And you can always upgrade that account if you want to, but free, you have 5,000 a month. So I'm going to show you real quick how to create one. You're going to go to campaigns right here. And then I need to minimize you guys. Okay. Then you're going to go to create a new campaign on the top right corner. Next, you're going to click on email. You need to name your campaign, whatever you want. And then this part right here, what is your goal? This is just so that Keller Williams International knows what are you using it for the most part, so that they can enhance some features regarding the goal that you put. So I'm gonna do other for now, and then you're gonna click on Command Email. Once you go to set up the campaign, as long as your marketing profile is ready, everything will auto-populate in here. You can actually add a recipients list. If you have not created one before, you can create it right here. It's super easy. You click on Create List, And then you can search by tags. So let's say I want to send it to all my agents or whatever it is that I have in my account. And then also, what else could I have in here? I know I have KW Memorial. Just know that the system is going to send it only, it's going to let you click only on the contacts that you have an email for. So if I hit select all right here, you'll notice how some of them are not even selected until you find somebody that actually has an email. So just notice that you're not gonna be able to select anybody that does not have an email, of course, because this is to send emails, right? So once you're there, you're gonna finish your list and are going to, this is set up in the marketing profile. So this is gonna be where they can reply to your subject, June 2020. Let's say I'm gonna send a newsletter for 2020 and June. So then you're gonna select the content for your email. Here's the thing, guys. Right now you have 2 templates that are already created by KW International, or you can create your own. Creating your own gets a little bit more complicated, but these 2 are super easy to use. I'll show you real quick one of them. Let's say the first one. So this is how it's gonna look like. So it's gonna have your information on top. You can always change that if you want to. Right here on the right, you can change it, but it's gonna auto-populate from your marketing profile. Then if you scroll down here, you have to add an image right there. So I'm gonna show you real quick. Everything that I'm adding here today, I created in Commands as well. But I wanted to show you like all the designs you have and everything that you can do. So let's say I'm gonna add this for the header so that you guys can see how easy it is. So now you'll see it here. See how now it starts looking like a newsletter. And then you're gonna scroll down, same thing here. So you need a header for this. So let's say real estate in Houston is moving, whatever it is, guys. I'm not good at this, but just, you can put whatever you want in there. And then June 2020. And then for the first section, what I downloaded for myself is, let's say I want to create this to promote some listings that I sold super fast, and I want to show that this particular area is moving. So I'm going to put the images so you can have the better idea on how this is going to look like. Let's say I want to add that one. You accept it. And now in here, I'll just show you for one of the samples how it's gonna look like. Let's say in the headline, you can put Memorial Villages, and you guys can put anything you want in here. I'm just putting something that would make sense in my head. 123 Main Street, and then you put the whole address. And then under the description, you can put something like beautiful property with pool, whatever, zoned to Memorial High School, and it was sold only in 2 days or 3 days or whatever it is, right? So you're gonna put all that in here. And you can see on the left how everything that you put on the right is translating into the left. You're gonna do the same thing with the rest of the template. I'm just gonna real quick add those pictures so you can see how it's gonna look in the end. Let's say that one. Next one. It's super easy, guys, to do it. I created everything that I'm uploading right now 5 minutes before team meeting started. So it shouldn't take you long. And this connects, remember that command connects to the MLS. So if you are the listing agent, or even if you're not, you can also promote other properties. You are going to have easy access to this. So for the fourth one, I actually want to include my app. Like I want to promote my app, because if I'm saying I sold all these properties super fast, right, in June, then my last one can maybe be like, hey, I also have an app so that you don't miss your dream home, right? So you can actually put that there. This link right here is also gonna have already, if you created your marketing profile, the link to download your own app that it's gonna be branded. Once you're ready with all the information in here, you just apply the design, designations. Let's say I what's the designation? CNE. And then you apply design. I need to finish the headlines, guys. It's not gonna let me move on, and I don't wanna hold you here just to look at this. But once you hit apply design, then you're gonna hit send, and those emails You can have two options. One, it's going to be send them right away. And the other one, it's going to be, you can send them in a particular date.
Okay, Gabby, now you said
Yes.
5,000. That's 5,000 a month?
Yes, it's 5,000 emails for free a month. You can always upgrade your accounts. And I'm going to do a class so that I can do actually this slower, and I can connect it with the designs part to show you guys how that part actually works. Because you do need to have those images to upload into these templates.
Gabby, that is just fantastic. This program
It
is
was a lot,
going
right?
away. It was a lot, yeah. But it's fantastic because it's constantly evolving and people were looking for perfection. It's getting there, but it's constantly evolving. Right now, you have a great templated setup that she knocked out in 5 minutes. If she wasn't talking, she could have done it in 1 minute. When do you anticipate that class?
I'm going to try to put it in less than 10 days. I'll put it in the calendar and I'll send emails to let everybody know. But you can just make sure that you guys have your marketing profile ready, because if not, it's going to take you a long time to do anything else in Command.
Okay. All right. That's the first step, guys. Get your profile set up. Most of you do, but there's plenty of you that still have not. Please step forward, do it. Can they get help from you on the setup of the profile, or where's the best place they can go if they haven't done that step yet?
They can go to myself and Oscar, or anybody in the agent services room, or you can go to YouTube, find Marty Miller, and then inside his profile, you can find all the videos on how to set up your account.
So YouTube, Marty Miller, of course, he's got a 66-day challenge, but in addition to that, just get set up with the basics so that you can take these classes when these things are offered. You can see they're happening consistently, constant progression on this program. All resources are going to Command. So awesome, great job. Okay, and then on the market update, guys, a lot has happened. This is from Gary Keller. He was on a call yesterday. First off, forbearance. This one, of course, many of you know about this. This is when they extend your payments, and they had basically a lower number than the previous month of people who needed help with their mortgages. Now that said, what Gary Keller talked about was no matter how far they extend this, we are going to have to pay the piper at some point. And it's going to be like in 2008, where we had a bunch of the whole REO market, where we have the foreclosure market. Once the extensions run out, those people that did not get a job to obviously make their payments, it only goes so far. And so we are going to have an REO market. We're going to have that foreclosure market coming back to some extent. It may not be 2008 levels, but just be prepared for that. Be prepared when you're talking with your clients about that. There is going to be a shift when this ends, and they'll probably allow this through the end of this year is what they're saying, but we still don't know. So just be prepared for a big foreclosure market for all of these forbearances once that runs out. Now, in addition to that, Keller Williams and OfferPad were partnered up. OfferPad was basically giving our agents 1% when they took the property, did whatever repairs on the property they were going to take. This would be a property that the seller just said, hey, let's give it to one of these iBuyers. And we were partnered with one of the biggest ones, OfferPad. Then they would give us the property back to the agent that was certified, and then we would sell it for another percentage. So now we've just changed that, and since this article came out in the Inman News, basically they're giving us 2% to take the listing. Okay, so we have the listing, it's not selling. OfferPad will take that, and they will give us 2% as opposed to the 1 and 1. The thing is, we do lose the listing, but you're getting paid 2% on a listing that wasn't selling. And then Zoom Casa, that's a company I'm meeting with this week, and this is the concierge program. So in-house within Keller Williams Memorial, we're setting up a concierge program, which basically allows you to provide the funds to do some repairs on a listing. A lot of listings that are challenged, something that Compass did, well, we're going to have a program like that in-house. But Gary Keller also talked about within 100 days, Keller Williams is going to have one of these programs. It should help you secure listings, especially on properties that need some work, but the sellers just don't have the funds to do that until closing. And that's the way that the whole process works. So we've got two different sources for this. Know that it's coming. It's going to be a nice little addition to your repertoire when you're going on a listing presentation for sure. All right, want to thank our gold partners with Hercules Packers and Movers, with Camille Acosta Agency with James Acosta, Fixed with Gilberto Alfaro, Brian and Brian Inspections with Christopher Enright, and Leger Insurance with Kathy Leger. Gold Partners with Cinch Home Services, Lois Ellis, Proct Insurance with Scott Proct, Super Home Warranty with Jean Anton, and Old Republic Home Protection with Tammy Rose. And finally, Go for Rent with Jonathan Coleman, Goosehead Insurance with Jasmine Sitko, Home Warranty of America with Stacey Tierheimer, and High Tech Home Inspections with Rachel Williams. All right, upcoming trainings, we got a bunch. You want to learn Circle Pix and Pix Social, and if you haven't taken the class in a while, you're going to want to do that. So tomorrow at 2 o'clock is when Chuck Roush is actually going to be our instructor for this. You're going to learn how to set up your Circle Pix account and utilize Pix Social. So some of you have been here for a while not using this, yet we're spending between the two well over $6,000 a month, and agents are benefiting from this. Make sure you get set up tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Make sure you're in the room so you can get set up on this program. Those of you that get listings, I get calls from other people saying, why isn't my listing up on the social media site? Well, it's because you aren't set up on this. You never turned it on. Seller finance transactions. So that's Thursday, July 2nd at 1 o'clock. Deanna's got that one. Dennis Elias is going to, with North American Title, is going to be teaching this. This is going to be a fantastic one with seller financing transactions. It's just another option. So we'd love for you to take a look at what the options are for your clients. Millionaire Mondays. Kate's doing this July 6th at 1 o'clock, and David Gaffrick. Be a part of this. This is about getting you to that next level. You got through Ignite, now you're at the next level, but you're kind of just here and you're not sure exactly what direction you're going. Come to this. Be a part of Millionaire Mondays. We want to get you to that next level within your business. Love on Listings, Wednesday, July 8th. Vasha is fantastic. And so some MAPS coach, learn how to handle COVID-19 objections because they are coming up. We're seeing them. In regards to listings, especially that seller who's unsure about having that property listed right now, even though now is the time to be listing your property. Gary was talking about it countrywide, across the country, all 50 states, we have seen a nice uptick in business. If you want to get the top dollar for your property, now is the time to be listing it. That's it. That's the story. So you got to get past these little pieces on the COVID-19, and they'll tell you how to do that. All right, property tour. Let's take a look at Vicky. We talked about this one last week. You and I did personally. Are you on, Vicky? And if you are.
Yeah, hey, I'm on.
Tell us about it.
This is a great listing. Everything in the home is custom from floor to ceiling. It's at 1305 Ashland, 3-bedroom with a study and a garage apartment. But the key feature of this home is the private ice house that is attached to the home. It will come with a 1929 regulation shuffleboard table. The garage door opens up to the back yard, which is big enough for a pool. And then another great feature in the living room is an accordion glass wall, floor to ceiling, that opens up. It's spectacular. If you haven't had a chance to go by or take one of your buyers over there, please visit. I'll meet you over there and give you a private tour.
So right in the middle of the Heights. It's really cool looking. I'm loving this. All right, let's take a look at Belinda. Myrtle Point. Are you there, Belinda? Don't you feel like Belinda right now is talking and she's just on mute and has no idea that she's talking? All right, we'll let you hop on if you can get us before we get to the end of this. Oh, sorry. Listing contest ends today. So you got to get that listing in today. Tomorrow's going to be too late. So I want to make it clear, it ends today. And
question.
Yeah.
Question, please. If it is coming soon today, still worth it?
Is it coming soon or is it listed?
MLS coming soon.
Is it MLS listed as active?
No, MLS listed as coming soon on the MLS.
Got to be active. It's got to actually be active. Remember, you only need one to qualify, right? I had someone say, look, I've already got 9. I got to have the most listings that there are. No, you don't. 9 isn't even close. But it doesn't matter if you have 1,000. If you have 1, you qualify, and there'll be a drawing next week. So night at the Post Oak Hotel, 400 restaurant package and 500 spa package. It's going to be awesome. And I'm excited because we'll be making the announcement next team meeting. So Tanya, just go get it listed as active. How hard is that? And then put it back into.
Because you need to have the pictures and everything. I mean, they're signing listing agreement today.
Sorry, you got other listings. You're still in it. All right. Silver partners with Chick House with Marjorie Blankenship, Copperfield Pressure Wash, Michael Harris. He actually did a job for us, beautiful job. U.S. Health with Priscilla Moreno, and Empire Utility Concierge with Sarah Flores. All right, let's go do a Kahoot. I know you guys are saying, gosh, that went really fast. We just wanted to get the information out. Danny, are you ready for Kahoot?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, so if you were at Marilyn's class, you have a much better shot of hitting on this one. Let's see, we got 75 on. It'll be $100 that we're giving away. And so remember, faster you go, the better. In order to get in, you have to go to, kahoot.it, and we're going to get a code here in a second, kahoot.it. If you went to Marilyn's class, you have a much better shot because a bunch of questions come from that. And if you weren't at Marilyn's class, she covered some pretty important stuff in regards to service animals. And people just think it's just across the board. Hey, I've got a service animal, no one's going to question me on that. Well, there's some rules that apply. So I certainly hope you were on that, or you will watch the recap of that. Okay, we're ready to get in. How many do we have signed on, Danny? I don't know.
I'm gonna need to share my screen.
Okay, can we see your screen?
Can you stop sharing? Sorry.
And okay. Hey, Ada. All right, guys. 295-3283. Give it 15 more seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 6 questions. Half are coming from Marilyn's class at least. What type of animal is a service animal per the ADA? Is it a cat, a horse, a dog, or a bird? For the ADA, they listed it as a dog. All right, Andreas. Okay, what form should a landlord use if they have declined an applicant due to a credit score or credit report? Is it the Texas 2212, the R123, the IABS, or the listing agreement? Denial of credit. Yeah, Texas 2212. We did have somebody actually put IABS. Okay. All right, Andreas, you're still in the lead. And does a tenant's request, hold on, I lost my screen. Does a tenant's request for seeking reasonable accommodations for an assistant animal have to be in writing? Yes or no? Yeah, it's no, it does not have to be in writing. It's a lot of protection for somebody who's got a special need. When do checks need to be submitted to be counted towards production for June? Is it June 30th, July 1st, July 3rd, or July 6th? Yeah, they actually have to be in the first. We allow it to the next day, not the following day. Okay, and when is the Love on Listings class? Is it Monday, July 6th, today, Friday, July 3rd, or Wednesday, July 8th? Right, Wednesday, July 8th is the Love on Listings class. All right, it's tight, Laura T. Last question, what class is on Thursday, July 2nd? Is it Love on Listings? No. Is it Tech Connect, Seller Finance Transactions, or Toastmasters? Yeah, it is the Seller Finance Transactions on 19 of you got it right, July 2nd. All right, let's see who won it. Big D, third place. Curva. And the winner for $100, Laura T. Great job, Laura. We will take care of you on that. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being a part of our team meeting today. I know it was quick, but we just want to give you some key information. Thanks for being a part of our company. And if you love our company, go tell that co-oping agent, hey, talk to Michael, talk to Garrett. We would love to add them to our company if they're in culture. Thanks so much again, guys. We really appreciate you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you.